How are you? Welcome to yet another streaming unboxing here on the Angry Hero 79 channel. I am the titular Angry Hero, aka Sean, and I am here to open up something I just got in the store the other day because I thought it looked really neat, and I like Iron Man. It's the 2021 Tony Stark, Marvel Legends Tony Stark AI edition from the Marvel's Mr. Hyde. So if you buy this along with a bunch of other figures in this line, you will be able to put together a Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure. So we'll take a look at that. Before we do that, I would like to open up eBay. We have to open that up. Packaging is it's all right. When you do put it in the plastic. Just go ahead and unleash. I gotta figure out where to stick this knife. And wipe them down. I think it makes a world of difference here to do that because we live in the age of COVID, and I think that would be it's helpful to just wipe it down. I'm certain everything is fine, but we got no issues with that. So as you can see, this is a Scott Steiner figure. And the reason now you're probably like, hey Sean, you probably got like a million Scott Steiner figures. You're right, I do. And there's a million variations of these Toy Biz figures. And here's one that I sort of kind of realized recently existed. And I saw this loose, so I had to get it. This is a Ring Fighter Scott Steiner. So the difference here is that here's the original Ring Fighter Scott Steiner, which has an NWO star on it that is silver, right? It says NWO in the middle, nothing on the back, and the star on the back. This one is also a Ring Fighters, pretty much the exact same figure, but nothing in the star on the front and nothing on the back. So, and there's also a slight difference in the skin tone. I feel like in the face, I feel it's a little bit darker. But that's pretty much the main difference, and it's up to me to get all these different variations. Uh, the reason why I got this loose is because, so if you want, you could. The reason with this, so there are ring fighters that came with the ring, and if I recall, there were ring fighters that came without the ring in these bigger blister packages. And I believe the Booker T in the black tights is one of them, but this one was one of them as well. And this one has a variation on the figure. And I didn't realize this until recently. And there's a few of them being sold on eBay for like $50 on M.o.d.o.k, mint on card. And I was like, nah. And then I saw somebody selling this for like 18 or something like that. It's weird because the person had, and I don't know why you would do this, but if this is what works for you, I guess it doesn't make sense to me. But if you're on eBay and you put on there accepting offers, well, it's $17 or $18. I'm like, well, maybe I can get it for 15, plus shipping. That's what it was, 18 plus shipping. And I was like, well, maybe I'll get it for 15 plus shipping. I make the offer, and it was just posted. So, who cares? I don't care how long it's taken for it to be posted. I don't care how long it's been posted for. If it says accepting offers, then I'm going to make an offer if I want to. So I make an offer, and the person's like, "Oh, we just posted this like 90 minutes ago, and we'll accept offers for this after 90 days." I'm like, "Well, then don't put you can accept offers now, because I'm just going to go ahead and put in there that I want that I'm going to accept an offer. I'm going to make an offer." But and because they offered me like 75 25 cents off of it or something like that. It was like I was like, fuck this. But at the same time, I wanted the figure and I didn't want to pay 60, 50, 60 bucks for one on the mint on card just because there's nothing in the star. And I mean, it also came with this WWE draft, it came with a Jax figures WWE thing. So, which is actually kind of nice of them. You're actually getting more value than what it's actually. You know, I think that's fair. But I don't know, I just didn't understand the science behind it. It's like I'm going to make an offer if you're allowing me to make an offer. If you don't want nobody to make offers, especially after you don't want to make anybody making offers for 90 days, and don't put that you can make offers. Why don't you just put it up for bid? And don't do anything else for that. I don't know. So that's my complaints. But let's go ahead and open up this Tony Stark. Uh, now as you can see, this is a Tony Stark figure, not an Iron Man figure per se, even though it technically is Iron Man, but it's also technically Tony Stark, primarily because this is a Tony Stark figure. It has a head on him, and it's a translucent head, a hologram head of some sort. And you can see it comes with some alternate hands, Iron Man head, and some blasts, as well as the looks to be the right leg of Mr. Hyde. So that's him in the blister right here. Got some art on the back here, on the side here, with Tony Stark's civilian head. I guess. Also noticed here, there's a nice little Iron Man logo up on top here. And then on the back, we've got pretty much the same thing we have on the sides, telling you who else is in this line. This is, of course, a part of the Legend of Master of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi line. So you have Shang-Chi, Wenwu, Zai Ling, Death Dealer, Civil Warrior, and this Tony Stark figure. There's also and I forgot what her name is, but it's the actress Aquafina. She has a figure. Katie, that's her name. There's a figure of that too, but that doesn't come with a gimmick leg or body part. So, but on the back we have a little paragraph, so I'll read it. After a tragic, so it's Tony Stark parentheses AI. So it's not an Iron Man figure; it's a Tony Stark figure. After a tragic battle, Tony Stark lives on in digital form as a hologram at the helm of a high-powered robotic suit of armor. As you can see, that is the case. He has a head on him. That is not a human head. So let's open up this joint. There we go. So here it is in the blister out of the plastic, out of the main package. I actually do have a little bit of artwork here in the back here, some TV screens. It's kind of neat. It's not completely bare. Starting with the Mr. Hyde leg. Nice leg, nice shoes. Can't really see the shoes here, but detail in the shoes is actually really nice. Two hands for said bursts to be plugged into. An Iron Man head. And of course, the figure. Of course, the figure right here. This is the Tony Stark with the translucent head. Now, I normally wouldn't go on my way to buy one of these. I don't have any reason to have one, but I kind of did justify it because I have a West Coast Avengers collection, and I don't have like an old school like just yellow and red Iron Man. I have a yellow and a red and silver Iron Man, which just came out recently, which I opened on this channel, as well as a few versions of that, and that's one of my favorites. But I figured I needed this one. Not so much because I needed the red and yellow Iron Man, but I was online, and if you follow him, Dan Larson, on this channel called Toy Galaxy, I follow him on Instagram, and he pointed out, he's like, well, he pointed out that when you take this head off, which I'm gonna do, because I'm not gonna display it with this head. I'm gonna display it with the actual Iron Man head. Ugh. The struggle is real, guys. So this Iron Man, I don't have the original, but this Iron Man does have a very similar vibe to that of the Secret Wars Iron Man that came out in the 80s. I mean, I don't think it had a blue chest symbol here, but it's a clean figure, man. I mean, all the points of articulation are here. Got your wrists, swiveled wrists, got the arms, the biceps, the shoulders, the legs, got the thighs, knees, knee joints, ankles or calves, ankles, waist, head, of course, swivel at the waist. It's just a classic looking Iron Man. I mean that's clean as hell, man. That is just top notch. I am not disappointed by this at all. I saw this at Target the other day, and I was like, why the fuck not? It's nice enough just to see some new stuff in stores at my Target. My Target that I normally go to is a little bit slim in the pickings when it comes to Marvel figures sometimes, at least of recently. So they got some new stuff in, so I'm pretty sure that stuff will probably get snapped up real quick by the local people. But yeah, this is the Iron Man. That's how he looks, just regular. Let's go ahead and put his arms on. It actually goes on pretty easily. I actually had to sit there and figure out if I'm putting it on the right hand or the left hand. Homeboy doesn't really stand that well, but he's standing right now. But that's what you got right there. These blasts are pretty much standard now for Iron Man figures and for a lot of like the robot repulsor ray figures or whatever. So yeah, I dig it. Nice clean figure. Like I say that word clean a lot, but I mean this is just bright. The colors snap. I don't really have, I mean, I'm certain this is probably maybe a mold that's been used in other ways or whatever, or maybe it hasn't. I don't know. I mean, not a ton of detailing on certain things like his belt here, but everything else is just nice and man, it's just nice and even, man. I dig it. Be pretty happy with my purchase right here. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I am done for today. Y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Angry Hero Sean, as well as my podcast, Worst Collection Ever. You can find me over there as well. And that's on all the podcast places as I sit here and shake. I'm shaking like a fucking beast. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll talk to you again soon. Be safe.